Meaningful, lasting progress happens when we cross borders, share insights, and work together towards common goals. In the coming days, we will dwell into discussions that challenge us to think creatively and act responsibly. We'll explore how Goa can leverage its assets in sectors like technology, infrastructure, and education to further enhance our competitive advantage. We will discuss how partnerships with international businesses can open new avenues for trade and development, creating a thriving environment for all of us. We are committed to creating an environment that not only attracts investors, but also nurtures local talent, empowering our youth to lead Goa into the future. Our chamber is dedicated to making Goa a premier destination for a sustainable investment, economic growth and innovation that benefits our communities and also protects our natural heritage. Let this summit be a milestone in our shared journey. I would like to share what I learned a few weeks back. The chairman of and the founder of NVIDIA was in India, and he said India has to be at the forefront of manufacturing intelligence. And I think let's make all of us commit to making Goa as the hub of manufacturing intelligence. Today, through various technologies like artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, quantum computing, whatever you name it, we should create this as a manufacturing intelligence hub through the collaborative spirit of all of you and backed by the vision of our Honorable Chief Minister, our Honorable Government, so that we all work together to keep this, to make it a unique place, a vibrant economy that focuses on forthcoming sectors such as knowledge, education, and value-added tourism. Once again, a warm welcome from the Goa Chamber of Industry, and let's all have a very action-packed 3 days and learn from each other. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Srinivas sir. It's time now to invite Mr. Suresh Prabhu, Chairman, Board of Advisors, Vibrant Goa Foundation, to speak a few words. Welcome, sir. Let's give a warm welcome.
Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, leaders of the industry, people who have come from different parts of the world, my colleagues and friends, let me also join them, my friends and colleagues, in welcoming all of you to this beautiful place called Goa. We have come at a time when everybody agrees that the future of the economy, future of the growth, future of the world lies in Asia. And in Asia, there are 3 major economies which are really driving the growth. India is number 3 in that order. But soon India will become the 2nd largest economy of Asia. And Asia is the future. If you go and analyze the global risk that world talks about, and in fact the decision of making investment, doing business in any particular geography is largely influenced by the global risk. India would be standing in terms of risk analysis as one of the least risky countries in the world. Whether you take political risk, you take geopolitical risk, you take risk related to proliferation of nuclear, many issues. And you know that better because you have come from such parts of the world where every other day there is a risk which keeps stalking you. And therefore in such a place like India, which has a very strong and very leader with great foresight, Mr. Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister, we will be seeing a huge upside into all businesses that will be operating from India. many businesses which operate from India, they also are connected globally. So being in India, you are actually in a place which will put you on an auto growth system. If you are on an autobahn in Germany, then automatically you will have to drive, minimum speed has to be 150 kilometers. So you will drive fast anyway. If you are in a Shinkansen train in Japan and you are going from Tokyo to Osaka, you will obviously reach faster because you are in a train which is going at 350 kilometers per hour. So if you are in India, you will automatically see, besides your own entrepreneurship, a growth coming in boundless manner. And therefore, I appreciate your visit and decision to be in India, and particularly in Goa. Now, Goa has been described by my dear friend Mr. Tempo and my other colleague Mr. Kamath very well, and also Mr. Jagat Bhai. Why Goa? So very interesting. That question is not why Goa. That is very simple to answer. The question is, how can you not be in Goa? That's the right question. A friend of mine, who is a leader of major chemical industry in the country, the original pioneer, Mr. Ashwin Bhai Shroff, he was telling me, he got up in the morning and he was brushing his teeth and he found out that toothbrush was made in Goa. He saw the toothbrush was made in Goa, toothpaste. So if you are going to eat the breakfast, the best bread probably in India will be available in Goa. If you want to go for lunch, the best fish you can find out anywhere is probably in Goa. And obviously therefore you will do good business of different kind. There is no sector that is not represented in Goa, barring those which are very polluting, which government will not like to have and people will not like to have. But otherwise all business is there. And they are doing well. So when you make so much money, then you have a problem because your business is doing well. So there are casinos in Goa where you can spend money also. So not to worry, you can spend the money at the right place. Again, because you are doing so well, one of the problem of growth and prosperity, you will fall sick. The best pharma companies of the world are also in Goa. And therefore, when doing all this and you want to go for leisure, I don't think there is any other place better than the beaches and all others. And when you want to go to bed, before going to bed, many people will like to have some good drink which will help you to go. That is also available in Goa. So just imagine, the question is why not Goa? How you cannot be in Goa? So Goa is a place which is actually looking at possibilities unlimited for those who are entrepreneurs. The Chief Minister and his colleague ministers are driving it with vigor. So I think this is the smallest state of India, but probably the fastest growing state of India, with high per capita income, which will multiply manifold as we go along. So I think this is the right place to be here. The people are most welcoming, as you already experienced, and therefore such place is a place which you should choose where we already decided to be in India. So India is obvious choice and Goa is a natural corollary of that. And therefore I welcome you. I am very happy. You will be surprised that this probably is one of the biggest business events in Goa ever. And this is organized by Vibrant Goa Foundation. You will be surprised, very handful people who are entrepreneurs themselves, who have organized this massive event with the help of Government of Goa. And this itself speaks about the kind of capabilities that Goa has. So all the best to you. I am sure you will do good business as well as have good pleasure while in Goa. Enjoy yourself, do good business, make good investment. Also try to do trade. In fact, it is very interesting. Some people ask about how much investment will come out of such an event. Investment is not the only criteria where you can judge the success of an event. Investment-led growth is one part. But as you have seen and you have experienced it, trade drives growth faster. Trade is a big accelerator for growth than investment. And as it is, I have heard from some of you who are participating, You already striking deals with others to make trade with Goans and Goan companies. So idea is that trade will facilitate growth, and that growth must benefit the local people of Goa. And I am sure you will all be very sensitive to the issue. You must make sure that whatever you do, try to make sure for a long-term sustainability. How can people, local people of Goa will also benefit from it? That itself will guarantee the success of their own business. So I am sure you will do all that. Congratulations for choosing the right destination. All the best for your future success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Suresh, sir, for the powerful words. And rightly remarked, it's truly time for the world to look east. It's truly time for the world to look at India. Our growing economy, growing population, and growing disposable income is the right mix for good business opportunities. Now I see many of our delegates and guests are standing here on the right side of the gate. May I please request you to take a seat? We have some of the seats vacant behind. May I kindly request you to step behind and take a seat. This place is only reserved for our media personnel and team. Alright, moving ahead, may I please call upon International Delegate and Speaker, Mr. Marcin Jablonski, Vice President of Chamber of Commerce, Exports and Imports, Poland. Welcome, sir. Let's give a warm welcome to our international guests.
Good morning, Your Excellencies, honorable and esteemed speakers, participants. I am very honored and glad to visit first time India and the first time here in the beautiful Goa. For me, it's a big day, and I am very impressed for this event. I want to thank Mr. Jagat Shah for his invitation, and what is connect Poland and India is the hospitality. The hospitality in Poland and India, this is the very precious gift that we try to share with our partners. The Poland is a country which started in 1989 our journey from the ground zero after the many years of communism time, and right now this is the around 20 biggest economy in the world. We did it thanks to our efforts, hard working. We are similar to Japan, the most working country in the world. Very hard, very precise. We are half Slavs, half German, which give us the upper hand to either to work hard and precisely and also to enjoy the life, which is very important for us. And what I want to promise that we don't want to wait for the next edition of Goa. We want to create the stable and permanent link to bring the Polish companies and the Indian companies to match them together. And for me, the India is a good starting point for the East Pacific region, which means that we really want to create a stable link which are missing right now. So I promise to come back to India next year with the Polish delegation, with the Polish regions and the companies. But I think that we should start working now, not to wait for the next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Up next, may I please invite guest of honor, Mr. Momin Gondino, Honorable Minister of Industries, Transport and Panchayat, to speak a few words. Welcome, sir.
The Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, our young and dynamic
Dr. Pramod Sawant, my ministerial colleague Mr. Subhash Shirodkar, our former union minister, and the chairman and the person responsible for acting as a mentor and in various capacities, always helping Goa, Mr. Suresh Prabhu, Mr. Marsoni from Poland, Mr. Srinivas Dempo, Mr. Rajkumar, Mr. Jagat Shah, Mr. Bakle, Mr. Vinay Verma, also the various other members of the board of Vibrant Goa Foundation and who have been actively participating. Nitin, Excellencies, officials from the central government, our own state government, I would say people in the forefront of industry, captains of industry, especially the international delegates coming from over 51 countries. First of all, a very warm welcome to this lovely, beautiful state of ours on my own behalf and on all those who seated here. You must have little bit of experience by now, even those coming for the first time. And even those coming for the first time to India, having stepped in this beautiful land, in this tiny state, blessed by nature, with natural resources, with natural beauty, and everything one would wish for that nature could provide. So I heartily welcome you at this global summit being organized by Vibrant Goa for you to do some business in this beautiful state. I would only say business per se can be done anywhere in the world. Business you can undertake to do with various partners, collaborating with different people. But I would say the difference between doing business, between setting up an industry, in Goa you do business with pleasure. That is the fundamental difference. Because while you seriously execute your business, you execute your business plans, it is one place which is beckoning you to also relax, to enjoy. Such is the atmosphere, and this atmosphere is also promoted by the beautiful people of my lovely state. You must by now have experienced that. And while it is so heartening that from more than 51 countries, more than 200 people trying to collaborate, trying to do something awesome which will propel our economy, which will propel in turn and add to the dream of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, where we reach as a 5 trillion economy sooner than perhaps you and I would expect. You must realize one thing. Today, we are the 5th largest economy, slowly but steadily marching to be the 3rd largest economy. And in tune with that, our Chief Minister also has a dream. We all have a dream as a government, collaborating with people like you, that there will be many a collaboration, there will be many a partnerships forged between us, industry, you, us, wherein we will be able to contribute something meaningful in terms of industry, in terms of business activity in this beautiful state. I know these 3-day deliberations are going to be very significant, the interactions, but most important of all is what is there to follow thereafter, practically what we have happening on the ground. Just as you need 2 hands to clap, we are ready to clap. We need you captains of industry. We need you international delegates
we are beckoning you to put the other hand and clap and make things happen. It is only then this global summit will be meaningful for you and me, for your state, for my state, and all of you contributing in turn to our great country's growth. Today, I must say, we are on the trajectory of growth as a great country, not only in terms of doing business, not only in terms of growing economically, with an inclusive growth, with something for every citizen, something for even the common man. And that is how our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has led our nation. So I am confident with the efforts being taken by Vibrant Goa, at this amazing Goa function, it will propel all of you to contribute your might and take our state forward, be partners in growth. And with the policies that we have enunciated, I am sure it will happen. Just one thing I want to say before I conclude. We have recently introduced, besides the industrial policy, a policy, warehousing policy, a trading policy, wherein everything is modern. With that, I simply want to say logistics policy. With this, I want to develop this particular state as one of the largest trading hubs, which is possible with your effort. As I said, you love to do business here. You love to do trading here. While you do this, we have only one rider, that we welcome eco-friendly industry. We welcome only those industries which are non-polluting, because we want to preserve our pristine glory. We want to preserve Goa as it is. We want to preserve those resources which God has blessed us with. And I'm sure there is ample scope, whether it is IT industry, whether it is in the educational side, whether it is skilling people, whether it is on the medical side. As you must be knowing, we have been contributors even during COVID-19. We were called the pharmacy as one of the pharmacies to the world. We produce something like 15% of the medicines in this tiny state, which we have supplied even to the world. We are supplying to the world. And I want to mention here just another two things. Scotch may be known for its originality in Scotland and elsewhere, but we produce one of the best scotches here in Goa, Scotch whisky. So that itself shows how diversified we are. We are home to sophisticated industry. Even Chandrayaan-3, when we landed there was a company from Goa where components were sourced from a company down here in Goa. Printing of our currency, nobody knows that. I can't say which company. One of the renowned company has its shop here in Goa because they trusted to be in Goa right from inception. Printing the currency note also happens in Goa. For your information, this would serve as to how advanced we are, even being known only for tourism. Being known as a tourism state, we have not been found lacking on the industrial side. We have not been found lacking doing commerce. We can do a lot of exports. We can import and also send those particular things to all over the country, developing as one of the largest trading hub. That is our dream. I am sure all of you international delegates will partake in this, be partners in growth, be a part of this lovely state of mind, helping it develop. Today, we must realize, ultimately, we are all in a global village. So when you can connect wherever you are, the distances do not matter at all. In these times, we all have to come together to the greater good of humanity, to the greater good of the development of our world. Asia is always going to play the largest role. India is going to play one of the biggest role. And with this in mind, I am sure, as Goa, as you participants at this amazing Goa function. We will be partners in growth of my beautiful state. I wish all of you all the best. I will also be partaking with you in some of the discussions, and I would right away like to instruct my officials, please take note, please interact with every delegate, see what we can get from them, see what we can give them, and so that we are happy partners in growth of our country, our nation, and our beautiful state of Goa. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Mohan sir. And on behalf of everyone present over here, I would like to say that we truly appreciate the policies that the present government have introduced for the growth and keeping sustainability in mind. To foster global trade